And we are back. The PSAL 4A City Championship is on deck. Brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. We have Erasmus Hall in a showdown, 1 versus 2 against Tottenville, the most anticipated championship game in years. I am Ray Jarvis alongside Andre Johnson and Greg Polius. Mr. Polius, talk to me, man. What do you expect? How do you think the elements will play a role in this championship game? It is rainy here in New York City. Give us your takeaways early on.
So firstly, I've been looking forward to this game, since the playoff brackets were set up. You knew it was a collision course. Here we are. I'm looking forward to exciting offense on both sides of the ball. Love to see these playmakers getting after it. But I do think the elements will play a role. Ball security will be the most important issue.
Okay.
What about you?
Considering both teams can run the football, I'm wondering how it will affect the passing game. Will we see a heavy dose of the run on both sides? Will it be a clock management situation? I do like that Erasmus Hall's offense, week over week, has improved. They've risen to every occasion. In fact, against some upper-tier opponents, they have stomped on said opponents. I like Erasmus Hall in this game coming into this matchup. I think they have a point to prove coming off of last year's upset defeat. They want to finish that story, and they want to shut up the noise coming out of time. But time feel like this is their year. This is their story. This is their undefeated season. E-Hall wants to let everybody know the PSAL still runs through Flatbush. Very curious to see how it plays
100%. And you can't forget the game earlier this year where E-Hall feels like they let one slip through their fingers against Tottenville.
There you go.
But Tottenville is here to show, no. We're here. We have arrived.
The reality is what happened before doesn't matter now. This is the last game of the season. It's Erasmus Hall. It's Tottenville. But we got to hear from the guy himself, Andre Johnson. Let us know, what does Tottenville need to do to be successful in the elements in Brooklyn against a seasoned veteran-type team like Erasmus Hall?
What's going on? Good afternoon. I feel like I'm playing today, man. I'm so excited. Listen, when it comes to Tottenville, it starts with number 1, Tyshawn Bent. He is the Stony Brook commit. He has to be consistently excellent like he's been his entire career. Also, number 4, Justin McGuire. When I interviewed Tyshawn in a post-game interview, he said, this offense is Justin McGuire's. He has been excellent all year long, so Justin McGuire has to be able to operate at a high level like he's been doing all year long. And on the defense, Amir Morrow wasn't available in that first matchup.
Right.
So the E-Hall guys were saying, hey, we have Amir. It's our day. But guess who wasn't available for Tottenville? Number 11, Eli Jones. You'll see him all day long being a terror in the middle of that defense. It's going to be key for him to be big.
That part right there. And again, this is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions, the #1 outlet for New York City sports. The most important games are brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. And, of course, we got our partners on this partnership making it happen as we continue to elevate. Much love to the PSAL for allowing us to stream these games. Much love to the people that tune in and have grown the Sage brand year over year for the last few years that they've been doing them. It's very important that Sage is here and present to shine light on the city's athletes that put on year in and year out.
And you know what's so exciting about this game? We have some players that we've been following since they were freshmen. Tyshawn Bent playing this final game. Justin McGuire playing this final game. Kendall Brown. Is so much excellence all over this field. And it's sad, honestly, to see some of these guys go.
Yes, sir. Erasmus Hall getting ready to kick off the Tottenville. The energy in here is palpable. Packed. Rain. It's a little chilly. Thanksgiving weekend, but the bleachers are filled. Last year I missed out, y'all. I was salty I couldn't be here.
You here now, though.
I'm here now. I'm excited.
Man, how many times have we said it? Tottenville E-Hall. Everything on the line.
Shout out to everybody watching. I know no chat for this one. As usual, these big games, we can't trust y'all to behave, so there'll be no chat. But make sure y'all tune in, hit the like, subscribe, lock in. The kick is off. Return. Brought up to the 30. Breaks through, has a seam. He's in midfield, has only the kick of the beat. He gets past him to the 40, 35-30, 25-20. It's a foot race to the end zone. and he will score. Touchdown, Tottenville on the opening kick return. Points were made. This one might be coming back.
Man, oh man.
This one might be coming back.
And that was Mr. Tyshawn Bent, just like I said. So it was only a sideline infraction, so the touchdown counts for the Pirates.
Big time return there by Tottenville in the elements. Hell of a way to get on the board. Had a seam in the middle of the field. Turned on the Jets. And unlike some other runs we've seen in the past, he didn't run out of gas, Greg.
He did not. Talk about a statement.
Tottenville lining up for the extra point.
It was like movement.
Flag on the play, false start against Tottenville. They'll have to move it back 5 yards to try the extra point again.
Listen.
Tough break for Erasmus Hall. It's not the way you want to start a championship game. Kickoff return. There's an NFL player who did something very similar. Maybe you guys can help me with his name. Was it Devin Hester? Kind of Devin
Listen,
Hester.
we might be man, we're dating ourselves. These young boys don't know Devin Hester.
Only one of the best, if not the best return man of all
time. Young boys don't get the kick return at the NFL level anymore. Kick is up, and it is good. Tottenville leads 7-0 in this 4A championship game. Striking first, 15 seconds off the board, and E. Hall finds himself down a touchdown. But again, Erasmus Hall has a lot of veterans, a lot of skilled players. They will be prepared for this challenge.
So let's go to the replay of Mr. Tyshawn Bent. He is the senior. It's his last game as a Pirate. And just look at him go. I mean, the special teams have been the story for Tottenville all year long. I want to give credit to Tyshawn Bent, but we have to give credit to the special teams. They did perfect blocking, and that's why he's a Seawolf. Look at the speed to separate himself. 7-0 Pirates.
Laid out, tried to get him by the shoelaces, but unfortunately he wasn't able to. Once again, E. Hall is down 7-0 early here in the first quarter. Early haymaker landed by Tottenville. It's going to be a long four-quarter game. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Again, Greg, you're an athlete. You've played sports. You've been in deficits before. You've been in early deficits before. How do you recover? How do you respond after a situation like that?
It's an early punch in the gut, but you already came in with a game plan. You stick with your game plan, and you don't let that get you down. You can't have too low lows and too high highs, just like you said.
Stay the course.
Justice Murray looking to return the favor.
Great job recovering there by Erasmus Hall, setting up a great field position at what looks to be the 48-yard line. Strong, one of the strongest, if not the strongest offense in the city, giving them this type of field position. I'm not sure about that, Greg.
You know, I was going to say, I don't know if you want to give them half the field to work with.
At all.
Especially how they've been playing leading into this game. I don't know. It's much easier to make a team, if you're on defense, go the length of the field than give it to them essentially at midfield.
Let me tell you something. Tottenville has gotten so many extra possessions this year off of that. So the kicker is one of the players to watch for Tottenville as well.
So shout out to E. Hall being prepared for that situation. Kendu Brown takes a snap. Play action pass, throws it in the flat to Murrow, who has it, gains about what looks to be 5 yards and a little friendly fire on the sidelines. Y'all going to have to back up a little bit. It's going to be a lot of high-flying action to this afternoon.
Hit hard. Now, I thought Kendu was going to keep that, but you saw the little flare over the top, positive yards, that's all they need.
Positive yardage. That was designed to just get you some forward motion, you know? 2nd and 3 coming up. Empty backfield for Kendu Brown. And it's a false start. Justice Murray a little too excited off the line.
Man, just think of the athletes on the field for the Dutchmen. You know, you have to give a huge shout out to Coach Wheeler. It's been night and day from last season. I don't think they've had a game where they've scored less than 30 points in this regular season, and they brought that same energy into the playoffs, you know, beating Curtis 42-27 in their get back. But is the get back complete if you can't get the title?
Kendall Brown takes a snap, design run, gets it up the middle, and gets the penalty yardage back, or at least most of it, setting up a third and manageable coming up. I like what I'm seeing from both sides so far. A lot of poise, a lot of good energy as well. Greg, I'm looking at this situation here, third and short. You've seen a design pass to get some positive yardage, a lot of safe plays. Nothing wrong with safe. What do you think is going to happen here on third and short?
I mean, you got the two big backs for E-Hall. I wouldn't be surprised when third and manageable is going to them and let that big offensive line do the work.
I'd like to see a power run here from Murrow, set the tone against that somewhat small front line of Tottenville. Kendall Brown keeps it, has enough of the first down into the second level, and he's brought down at the 35-yard line. Strong run by Kendall Brown, and I see what's going on early with the Erasmus Hall. A little misdirection, trying to use the speed of Tottenville against him.
And that was a great job with the ball movement right there, the ball fake by Kendall Brown to open up the left side of the line.
And that's what I've been so impressed with Kendu all year long is his ability to run. And not only his ability to run, his decision-making has improved so much from year 3 to year 4, and that's why he's one of the best in the PSAL.
Absolutely. Sees the field very well. Bubble screen to the outside, and the ball is dropped. A little too excited. Jair Lewis looking to make a play before he secures the catch. 2nd and 10.
And is that a case where the elements come into play?
Nah, he was trying to make a play because you had the DB bearing down, so he was getting ready to make a move.
You know, Jair Lewis came in for Amir Morrow as he had an injury this year. It's hard to sit behind the Temple commit. He just got an offer himself, Mr. Jair Lewis, so he's going to be a huge player to watch today as well.
Morrow motions back into the backfield. Brown takes it. Oh, we have some slippage, but a whistle.
That might have been a lucky that there was a call there for E-Hall.
Very fortunate whistle. Not often do you want a flag to be good fortune, but in this case, it is for Erasmus Hall. 2nd and 15 on deck.
5-yard penalty brings the ball back.
And one thing I want to say, you know, the weapons. You have Amir Morrow. You have Jair Lewis. You have Justice Murray. You know, all players with Division I offers. You know, Kendu Brown, you just got to get them the ball.
Greg was right. It was a drop due to the elements. Kendu Brown takes a snap. Quick screen, almost intercepted. A drop, a near pick. 3rd and 15 coming up. As positive as it looked for Erasmus Hall, they kind of giving it right back during this next series.
And like you said, there's going to be some peaks and valleys in this game. We saw Jair Lewis throw his gloves to the sideline. You wonder if Justice Murray's about to do the same. He's thinking about it.
I think it might not be a universal thing across the E-Hall offensive starting group, but there's some players you could tell that the nerves are there. They haven't settled in to the game as yet, and the actions, a false start by a wide receiver, a drop pass by a wide receiver, a botch snap here as Kendu Brown has it, forward pass, pure chaos.
What is happening?
Positive yardage, but nevertheless, you can see that as I was in the midst of saying it, the nerves for Erasmus Hall are starting to kind of get the better of them.
Listen, the Dutchmen have been in this stage 11 seasons in a row. But it always feels like your first time when it's your turn to come do it. So the Dutchman, under Coach Danny Lamberg, just got 200 wins in his career. Just have to settle in and say, hey, we've been here before. Woosah, woosah.
Yeah. And you know what? It's human nature. You give up a kick return touchdown. Everyone wants to, we got to get that right back. And that energy sometimes, it envelops you and it gets the better of you.
And let's hold our breath here on this snap.
Kick is up. Return to the right side. And he drops the ball. Again, the elements coming into play. The wet football, the wet field. This is going to be a very strange championship game, I get the sense.
The football gods have spoken.
Oh, yeah. Whoever wins this one will have earned it. First official offensive series coming up for Tottenville. We know their offense, heavy dose of the run. They impose their will using the run game. And as soon as you think you got them figured out, the ball goes over the top for a big-time play. We've had our guy, Andre Johnson, who's been to Tottenville at least 3 or 4 times this season. He's seen them firsthand. What do you expect offensively for them to play? How do they attack this Erasmus Hall defense?
You got to go.
Another fumble snap. The ball still on the ground. Who was it recovered by? Tottenville has it, as you were, Andre.
Scary hours there for
listen,
Tottenville.
It's gonna be a
Both
lot
sides of the ball.
But especially as it's wet, you want to establish the run. That's what we all know them boys from 100 Luton to do, to run the ball well. In my opinion, why are they the 1 seed? Why are they 8-0? It's because of the play of Justin McGuire and Nick Constantino, number 2, being able to hook up all year long. Got to protect the ball, but you got to trust your star quarterback.
Absolutely. Takes a snap, run up the middle, safe play call after a near turnover. 3rd and long coming up for Tottenville.
Last week we saw E-Hall sell out on Curtis to stop the run.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to wonder if that's a similar game plan going to this game, and especially with these elements, dare McGuire to beat them with his arm.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The way the ball is slipping out of everyone's hands, I think it's going to be a heavy dose of the run this afternoon, man. I could be wrong, but it's like Andre just said, scary hours this afternoon. Constantino takes a snap, looking, steps into the pocket. A backwards pass. E-Hall is there. Can they get him down? And yes, they do. Very important stop there for Erasmus Hall, getting some positivity after a rough start to this championship game.
And one thing I want to say, number 30, Davy Waters, for this Dutchman team has been excellent. One of the things I said on Monday is that they need production from their defensive line, and he's their number 1 guy, number 30, Davy Waters.
Great job, great series there by the E-Hall defense. They said, my mic. Great job by the E-Hall defense, getting a quick 3 and out, getting the ball back to the offense that had some positivity before some weird things took place that sent them backwards. I think this series for E-Hall on offense, we're going to see the offense we know and love coming up.
Got the jitters out the way.
Absolutely.
So special teams. Tottenville has made a living off of it. They're never going to show you exactly what they're trying to do. They just want you to feel uncomfortable out there,
Everyone keep your eye on the snap. This one might fly into the end zone, and we have a flag, delay of game against Tottenville, which leans into the favor of E-Hall when you consider field position and the elements.
This is definitely going to be a game of field position.
I'm concerned about this snap. I don't know about you guys, but I got a feeling this snap is going to be haywire.
Listen, the story of the PSAL has been snapping in special teams.
Especially this weekend.
Every moment I'm getting on my knee. I'm getting in position like,
yeah,
boy,
much better choice of words there.
Caught myself. How many people? Only 1,500 people watching.
Hello. Snap is pure, and he shanks it. This is what we're trying to tell you. This is going to be an ugly football game. E-Hall set up lovely. The breaks are starting to sway.
Can I be honest with you? I know it's a 7-0 lead Tottenville. It doesn't feel like that.
At all. That was one play. Granted, it was worth 7, but that was one play. E-Hall puts a couple of plays together with great field position. You wipe that off the board, new game 7-7.
It's about the Tottenville defense now. Short field. You have all the momentum from the Tyshawn Bank kickoff. Don't give it back now. 1st and 10, Dutchman.
E-Hall set up on the 39-yard line of Tottenville. Brown takes a snap, hands it off to Murrow, who's immediately into the second level. Across the 30, brought down at the 25-yard line. Good power run there by Murrow.
And this is what makes this E-Hall offense so tough to defend. You have Lewis, you have Murrow, but you also have Kendall Brown, who's a legitimate dual-threat quarterback.
There you go. And, again, I talked about it in previous matchups. I think that E-Hall's strength up front, power running, you look at how small. Yes, Tottenville is fast, but against power running attacks, they're susceptible. If I'm E-Hall, feed Murrow, feed the beast. 1st down. Brown keeps it, cuts up the field, tries to shed a tackle, and he's brought down after about 2 yards.
And a player,
I wouldn't be surprised if they run that back, and instead of him taking it, he throws it because he's going to have an open man downfield because those linebackers are going to converge, leaving the back end open.
And as we've seen in the past in Erasmus Hall, they like to slow cook their opponents before they hit you with that big play down the field. It's all about setting you up, getting the safety to shift over, getting the safety to peek into the backfield while the ball's going over the top. Second and long coming up. Takes a snap. This time to Murrow, who once again gets to the second level. Power in his legs, still churning. Strong run by Murrow, setting the tone here.
That's why he's the Temple commit, Amir Morrow. He said, I wasn't in the first matchup. Watch me now. I'll be the difference maker.
Watch him cook. You look at his body makeup. This is a pure running back. Look at his calves. Look at his quads. This is a running back.
Big 3rd and 3.
Big third down here, but you get the sense that E-Hall will be going for it. Kendall Brown takes a snap, cuts up the field. Yo. Nah, we good.
So 4th and 3 right here, and offense is still on the field for E-Hall. I actually like this play right here, especially the way you've been running the ball.
Pistol formation. And did Tottenville jump? Yes, they did. Offsides and a first down for Erasmus Hall. Big first down.
Got to wonder if that was just designed to just have the offensive line shifting just to try to get them to.
Even if it wasn't, take the credit. Andre over here looking like he calling the plays to the left.
Listen, man, it's a big day, man. I feel like I got the pads on.
First and 10, just outside the 10-yard line. Kendall Brown still in the shotgun. Murrow to his left. Snap. Hands off to Murrow. Cuts up the field. Sheds the tackle. Oh, and Tottenville swarms to Murrow, not allowing him to break that tackle.
And that's one of my favorite players. Number 5, Kyle Charles, coming in from the corner position. Solid tackle on a player that probably has 30 pounds on him.
Great job by Tottenville swarming to the football, attacking the ball carrier, and being pure with the tackling.
Textbook.
Murrow's a big boy. You're going to need more than one. Brown hands it off to Murrow again. Murrow bounces to the outside. He has some room. Will he score? He's pushing his way in. Yes, he is. Touchdown. Amir Murrow gets E-Hall on the board.
And to speak exactly what you just said, he's a big boy. You're going to need more than one person to take him down as he drags defenders into the end zone.
Ironically, the elements forcing E-Hall to lean into the run game might lead to more success as this game moves along. Big-time drive there by Erasmus Hall, getting on the board. 1 point away from wiping that kick return off the board.
And to speak to Dre's point all weekend about special teams, that short field was set up by the muff punt. And E-Hall taking great advantage of that.
It's going to be a war of attrition this afternoon. People get comfortable, get your food, get your popcorn, get your bacon, egg, and cheese. Lock in.
Every point. You see you can use a bacon, egg, and cheese?
Yeah, I could use that.
Kick is up, and it's good. We are tied here in the city championship game. Another, for some reason, when Greg and I get together, these first quarters are action-packed.
Yes, and this game is brought to us by the PSAL. You're watching PSAL action. To stay up to date with game schedules, results, player stats, and championship brackets, visit the PSAL's official website at www.psal.org. Want more highlights and full game coverage? Subscribe to the PSAL YouTube channel and catch all the action on demand. The tag is at NYCPSAL1903. And don't forget to follow the PSAL on social media at NYCPSAL on Instagram, X, and Threads for the latest updates, stories, and highlights. That's at NYCPSAL.
Andre Johnson, the voice of Sage. What are your early first quarter takeaways? Touchdown drive for E-Hall. Finally seems like they're getting their legs under them. What do you see?
Special teams, and physicality. The Dutchmen are here to play. We're going to hit you in the mouth. Our Temple commit is back, and we're going to let you know that he's back. There's been a heavy dosage of Amir Morrow.
What does Tottenville need to do offensively? That first series was kind of ugly. The kick is up, and it's out of bounds. Tough break for E-Hall. A legal procedure on the way. Ball will be either set up at the 35 or the 40. When you guys let me know.
Yeah, I would say as you asked about Tottenville, we haven't seen much from him. That was just a blah kind of drive there. So, again, it's wet. You got to establish the run, and you have to find a way to connect with Nick Constantino. But you know who else knows that? The Dutchman.
Hello.
And I think after the Dutchman adjusted to the Curtis passing attack last week, I think they're going to come into this game with the expectations to kind of quell that that duo.
Honestly, I might want to see McGuire run the ball a little bit. He showed me a lot of toughness in that blackout game against, as he hands it off. Is that Bent with that? Tyshawn Bent trying to push the pile, trying to respond to his counterpart, Amir Murrow, with a decent first down run. But as I was saying before, I'd like to see maybe McGuire running a little bit. He has a lot of toughness. He's a big boy as well. I think physicality would dictate a lot of what happens today.
I agree 100%. Physicality and ball security.
Absolutely. 2nd and 6. Shotgun formation. I guess that's the standard high school offense now. Shotgun. My old self got to get used to it. McGuire hands it off. Bent to the left side. Tries to turn the corner. Gets close to a first down for Tottenville.
You and Dre love your quarterbacks under center.
Yes, man. Like a little mix it up a little bit, you know.
One thing I want to say, these E-Hall linebackers are the best unit in all of the PSAL. That was Nair Brown, the junior, number 5 on that tackle. I've seen Tyshawn in that same scenario rip that for 60.
Oh, yeah.
Not against this team. These linebackers are tremendous.
Very disciplined group by Erasmus Hall on defense. Discipline across the board, period. There's a bit of a reverse to the right side. Great flow, great contained by E-Hall. He has nowhere to go, and, in fact, he loses a couple of yards.
And I just said it. Another one of the wrecking crew. Let's call them the Dutchman wrecking crew. That is Brandon Garcia. What an addition he's been to this Erasmus Hall team, along with Zaire Walden and Kendall Brown. Like I said, this is the best unit, and we're seeing why.
Good. One thing that's important as a DB as well, keep it contained, not allowing things to break on the outside. Great job by Erasmus Hall. McGuire assessing the situation. Looks like a blitz coming from E-Hall. They drop back, takes a snap, rolls to his right. He's running. Got some positive yards. Can he get a first down? He might. He's still going to the 40. Brought down at what looks to be the 34-yard line of Erasmus Hall. Strong run by McGuire. Turned the corner. Look like he never wanted to run, never ran full speed, but he got some yardage, Greg.
To your point, you wanted to see him use that toughness, get those yards, and he didn't see what he wanted downfield initially, so that was a good job by the secondary, and even better job by McGuire to get those positive yards for the first down and move the chains.
There's an injured player on the field. That looks like number 9, Mr. Jacobs, David Jacobs. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to tell you about another one of our sponsors, the Army. Be bold and follow your dream. We know teamwork, and we know leadership. Energize your passion and make a plan for your future. Army leaders know education is key, so be all that you can be with a team that makes a difference. Did you know that the U.S. Army offers over 200 career paths? Learn high-end, very technical skills in STEM, logistics, legal, robotics, engineering, culinary, administration, or even hone your sports and music performance. Whatever your passion, the U.S. Army can get you trained for success full-time or part-time. Ask about our debt-free education benefits or our business partnerships to get you set after service. Keep your options open. Be all that you can be with the U.S. Army. Visit GoArmy.com.
Be all that you can be. Yeah, I remember that.
I forgot all about that jingle.
E-Hall players walking off. Good sign there for David Jacob. Bit of a limp, but you get the sense that, he might miss a series or two, but he'll be back out there. Get some tape for the young boy and let him cook.
But that is exactly what I said. The difference in this Tottenville team, why they're back in this championship, trying to get their first championship since 2003, is Justin McGuire.
Oh, yeah.
Through the air, and you can see with his legs as well.
McGuire takes a snap, Hands it off, run to the right side, and E. Hall is there before it gets too far. But the pile is pushing. A lot of pile pushing with these running backs now. I blame the Eagles. All this pushing. When did that become illegal? Back in my day, they blew the whistle 3 yards ago.
Let me tell you something. That's no whistle. The brother shove. That's
brotherly
deadlifts and squats. Mr. Corey Brown dragging the pile 3-4 yards.
I lift is what you're saying. Got it. 2nd and 3 coming up. McGuire communicating. Get the sense another runner's coming here. Looks to the sideline. Might be a change of play. It is. McGuire takes a snap, a high snap, rolls his right side. The pursuit is there, and he is brought down. Zaire Walden with the sack. Tough break, big break, all in one package. 3rd and long coming up for Tottenville.
And that's the speed on this E-Hall defense right there. The slipperiness of the ball, that slight second where he couldn't control the snap, that's all they needed. It's all Walden needed to get into the backfield.
And that's after one. We have a score of 7-7. E. Hall and Tottenville are tied. Of course they are. This is a heavyweight matchup, and it's brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. We will be right back after a quick break.
For another ad read.
Absolutely.
I wish we had a video. You know, advertisers, send us a video. We have the ability. We have the tools. So let's get to it. Of course, our friends over at Ascend, DEF CON and New York Hustle 7-on-7 trials for 15 and 18U will be held on Sunday, December 14th in Gillette, New Jersey at Center Court Club and Sports Indoor Facility starting at 7 p.m. Trial number 2 will be held on Sunday, December 21st at The Nest at 11 a.m. A 15 to 20-man roster selection will be made per team after the completion of both trials. We are seeking the best players in the New York City/tri-state area to compete nationally for DEF CON and the top players to run the NYC tri-state area with New York Hustle. The first 75 registered participants will get a free DEF CON compression. Register now on Ascended Athletics and Culture IG and Twitter pages.
McGuire getting ready. 3rd and long. Takes a snap. Looks left. No one there. Decides to run. Still looking. Puts it up. Has a man. 1-on-1. And it is incomplete. Great coverage there. Logan Clark Laurent not interfering. A lot of times when the referees see the back of the DB, they automatically throw the flag. In this case, Laurent didn't make any contact. Played the football, and a good stop for E. Hall.
I want to say this. It looks very similar to that Lincoln game of play with Nick Constantino. If you come back for the ball through the man, you get the flag. Every detail of this game is so important. And, hey, offense is still on the field, right?
4th and 11. 4th and 11. Tottenville's going for it. This is a very ballsy call. The pro E. Hall crowd chanting defense. Will they actually run a play is the question. Takes the snap, almost over his head. Walden chases him down. He's running for his life to the left side. Will he get there? No. And he is brought down. Kwame Edwards secures the stop for E. Hall, and they take over on downs. Questionable call there by Tottenville.
Definitely questionable. And once again, didn't get a clean snap. And it allows the E-Hall defensive line to get in there. He tried to evade, but ultimately the pursuit was too much.
E-Hall taking over.
Why not take the points? Kick the
no
field
point.
goal in a game like this.
Not here. Punt it. Pin them deep. Now, once again, you give a strong offense, quality field position, and a bit of momentum. Kendall Brown takes the snap. Run to the left side. It's a big gap, and he might be ghost. One man to beat, and he's brought down just outside the 20-yard line. Jair Lewis ran through a gaping hole in the Tottenville defense, and E-Hall's almost immediately in the red zone.
This E-Hall offensive line parted the Red Sea for Jair Lewis, and he accelerated, exploded through that hole, and that's that two-headed monster in the backfield.
I keep telling you, big boy football is going to decide it. Again, fans, everyone who's watching at home, look at the size of the offensive line of E-Hall, then look at the size of the D-line of Tottenville, and that's where the matchup will be decided this afternoon. Takes a snap. Oh, good pursuit there by Tottenville. Said it won't be a second time back-to-back.
And one thing, another one of the best additions to the PSAL has been number 21, Glenn Shepard. He's come from this safety linebacker position at least 2-3 times already in this game, making a big play. Second down, Dutchman.
Second and long coming up for Erasmus Hall. Greg mentioned in the first quarter that in certain scenarios where E-Hall might look to go down the field based on the formation, I'm saying this might be the first time we see a shot play. One massive motion, maybe not.
Look who's that
Wildcat
quarterback.
set up. Takes a snap, drops it, still cuts up the field, makes a man miss, gets in the open field, one man to beat, and he will score. Justice Murray walks into the end zone for E-Hall. Big boy football once again showing out in Brooklyn, and Erasmus Hall has the lead.
They put their three best athletes in the backfield and said, pick your poison. And Justice Murray didn't feel it cleanly, but did a great job with a cutback right there. And once again, the offensive line showcasing why they're one of the best offensive lines in the city.
By far.
Tricky Dutchman. They have Mr. Murray in the slot. They move him to quarterback. Surprise! The best athlete is playing quarterback. Touchdown, Dutchman.
Hell of a job. Getting in this, not even space, in the traffic, almost a straight jacket. Made a couple guys miss.
Did you see
Extra
that
point
just
is
now?
good.
The holder actually took his gloves off.
This turf is just absorbing the football.
Good catch.
Hey.
Greg, how about you take this replay?
All right. See, Justice Murray drops the ball right there, and a little stutter step cut back. Boom, and it's daylight.
Quality vision to even see that lane in traffic, man.
Even because most kids at this level drop the ball and it's panic. Mm-hmm. The composure right there, shows that he's not just a great athlete. He's a great football player.
Look across New York State. Look in Westchester. Look in Long Island. Look in Albany. I'm not sure if you're going to find a better athlete than Justice Murray. And also, we have to highlight the humbleness of Mr. Murray. He was quarterback last year. He moves to the wide receiver position. He trusts his coaches, Coach Wheeler, the offensive coordinator, and he's reaping the benefits.
Tottenville facing adversity now. E-Hall has landed two massive haymakers. E-Hall has taken advantage of mistakes as well. What is next as he drops the kick in his own territory? Can he make something happen? Cuts left, sets the tackle, and he's brought down at the 30-yard line. It took almost the entire special teams unit of Erasmus Hall to bring down Corey Brown, stud athlete.
Man, oh man. Special teams were a problem for the Dutchman. They gave up a long – it's been a problem for the Dutchmen all year, actually. They have given up quite a few kick returns, but very solid special teams there.
First down coming up, biggest possession so far of the game for Tottenville. They've realized now that they might be running into a big boy buzzsaw. They need to set the tone here. Takes the snap on the center, and it almost blown up in the backfield. McGuire gets away and somehow turns it into some kind of positive yardage, or at least not a sack.
Man, oh man. Number 13 for E-Hall is kicking himself. He should have had that. That's Kwame Edwards.
Kwame Edwards is making a living in the backfield of Tottenville's offense right now.
And what Tottenville doesn't want to do is put themselves in pass-only situations with the speed of this defensive line.
E-Hall's defense, we spent a lot of time talking about their offense, but their defense, stout, well-coached. Ben has it, run to the left side, gets about 6 yards, setting up a third and manageable for Tottenville. I think they're going to need a heavy dosage of Tyshawn Benton if they want to stay in this game. Anytime Benton has the ball so far, even if it's a short run, it looks electrifying.
That was a great shoestring tackle right there by Akeem Brown. Yes, no, Akeem Brown. Because if he doesn't make that tackle, he might be gone.
Oh, yeah. Tyshawn Bent is a dangerous player anytime he touches the football. 3rd and short coming up. McGuire takes a snap, hands it off once again to Ben. They essentially run the same play, and Ben has enough for the first down.
How about the left side of this Tottenville offensive line? They are changing where the line of scrimmage is starting. We're on the 36-yard line. Let's put this on the 38-yard line, and we got Mr. Bent behind us.
The best way to get your offensive line in the game is to run the football. First and 10. Oh, wow. McGuire, pistol formation. Takes a step, hands it off. Oh, big time hit right there. Brought down after a short run. I believe that was Corey Brown on the carry.
You know hits are big when you can hear them in the booth.
We're in a booth with a window closed and we heard those pads crack.
Kwame Edward, Nazir Brown, their job on this defense is to be the wrecking ball.
Yes.
It's just a nice balance with this linebacking crew. Everyone does a little bit of everything, so you can mix and mash. But Nazir Brown, he's the one that's going to bust the hole open.
Keep an eye on Brandon Garcia on the edge for Erasmus Hall. Up the middle, it's the runner. He's brought down. Tyshawn Bent swallowed by the defense before he could get far.
Zaire Walden, they call him Zebo. He's getting in on that tackle along with number 50. Great job from this Dutchman crew.
3rd and about 7 coming up for Tottenville. If they went for it on 4th and 11 a series before, you got to believe this is also 4-down territory.
Agreed. But do you want to do that further in your own territory?
Who knows at this point? I thought I knew what was going on. Ben tries to run to the outside, and it is stretched out by the E-Hall defense. Great pursuit, great flow to the ball carrier, and they stuffed that run 4th and long coming up. Will McGuire come off the field?
And who's in on the play? Another one of these Dutchman linebackers. Zaire Walden really putting his stamp on this football
Great
game.
job by Walden, but we got to give Akeem Martin some credit, too. Again, the DBs not falling for it, setting the edge, giving the running back no cutting, cut back lanes, or anything of that nature. It's great flow to the football, great pursuit, strong textbook defense.
Here we go. The punter's pretty shallow here.
And they actually do punt it. Not the best kick. Murray has it, and he gets down before he's hit. Great decision there by Murray. Instead of getting greedy, he knows he has great field position. And once again, the E-Hall defense set up well. Offense, is set up well to put more points on the board.
Let me tell you something. I think everyone who is supporting 100 Luton had to hold their breath there. Justice Murray with open space returning a kick. You might want to put it at an angle or something. Don't give him the whole field to work with.
You cannot give these athletes that much space. They will make you pay. First and 10 for E-Hall coming up at about the 37-yard line. Look for another dosage of power running football. In fact, there is no need to throw the ball if you're E-Hall right now. Keep running it at this defense and let them show that they can stop you. Kendu Brown, play action pass, shot play down the field, has a man with a step, pass is complete. Justice Murray, but there is a flag.
Whew, let's see what this flag, but regardless, Mr. Murray, are you kidding me?
Looks like this one is coming back.
But see what he's saying? Sorry, excuse me, not to cut you off. He's going to the offensive coordinator. Run that back. Run that back. Come on.
He's locked into the game now.
In patented E-Hall fashion, they lull you to sleep with the run and then take the top off the defense.
The patented slow cook. They cooked me that time. I thought they was going to run the ball.
Interesting call there. It was actually an ineligible man downfield. Might have been aligned wrong.
I don't know how on that particular play a linebacker get down the field that fast, but I'm not here to question the referees.
Oh, you missed it yesterday and today where we had the head referee in the booth.
Kendu Brown has it on the quarterback keeper, and he gets the penalty yardage back.
Yeah, again, having a ref in the booth was great. But back to the game. I think this is a very important juncture of the game because if E-Hall is able to put the ball in the end zone, we have to remember they're also getting the ball back at the half.
So you're saying this is a big possession?
Yeah, this is huge possession. More so for Tottenville than it is for E-Hall.
I'm going to tell you right now, Tottenville fans, you guys are in danger right now. What I'm seeing from this E-Hall offense, y'all might want to get a stop right now. You're looking at a long afternoon if you don't get a stop right here.
That was a warning shot from Justice Murray, just saying, hey,
I'm trying to tell you. Look what there's no safeties over the top. Hands it off. Murrow has it, bounces to the outside, looking to make something happen. Still going, and he's brought down about 2 yards shy of first down.
It's the ability to tiptoe with the balance of power that's so impressive.
He's looking for the contact, in fact.
It's just so impressive. This E-Hall offense has been running at such high efficiency all year long. Like I said, I'm not sure if they've had a game under 30, and they're pacing for it right now.
I'm telling you right now, Greg has been talking about that shot play. Tottenville, I'm looking at the defensive formation. They are selling out, in my opinion, too much to stop the run right now. Do you see a safety in center field anywhere, Greg? Maybe they're going to try to, hide the coverage a bit, but they are begging to get beat over the top. Kendall Brown keeps it, runs to the left side, has enough for the first down, still going, and he's brought down before he breaks a big one at the 45-yard line. Great ankle tackle there.
I don't know if you guys could feel it, but there's a huge momentum shift in the stands for E-Hall.
The energy in the building, the energy on the field. This is an E-Hall stamped game right now.
And again, I saw Kendu. He said, ooh, I was so close to breaking it. And that's what it feels like. This E-Hall team is close to breaking this game wide open. Danger, danger, danger if you're Tottenville.
And watch the press coverage on the bottom of our screen with
Looks like it's
Justice
going to be
Murray.
another run to the left side, though. Murrow has it. And he stood up at the line of scrimmage. Good job by Tottenville. They knew what was coming, and they were up to the task.
And that's something that Tottenville needed in that moment because this E-Hall offense is churning and just chugging out yards down the field.
So we are at 4 minutes. There's no 4-minute warning because the clock is visible. So we're continuing to play football. No stoppage.
Second and long. Tottenville pinning their ears back. They're ready for whatever it looks like. Kendall Brown gets the call from the sidelines. Adjusts the protection. Takes the snap. He's looking for his man. Fade route over the top. Justice Murray, and he almost makes the pass just off his fingertips.
That was the 1-on-1 they were looking for.
It was there.
The audible came in. It was there.
Can we talk about the throw, though? Right over his outside shoulder. Mr. Murray, he should have pulled that one in.
In the words of our guy, Parlay P, that was a dime.
Shout out to Parlay P.
Third and long coming up here. Tottenville with a chance to get off the field and out of danger.
And one of the matchups that I was really looking forward to is number 5, Kyle Brown, and number 15, Justice Murray. You know, one of the best wide receivers in the league, one of the best D-backs in the league.
Oh, yeah.
And right now, Mr. Murray is winning that matchup.
Justice Murray, you could tell from the first play when he caught the false start, he was geeked up for this matchup. He's been anticipating this game. Receiver goes in motion. Kendall Brown takes the snap. Here comes the blizzards. The screen pass called by Murrow, and he potentially game-saving tackle made there by Oscar Santiago.
That was a great job on recovering by Tottenville.
Yeah, and it looks like, I'm surprised. The Erasmus Hall looks like they're going to punt here.
Wow.
But, I understand. You're up a touchdown, play the field position game. I like it.
And I'm surprised. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little surprised. I thought they might want to go for
Guys, can we take a note that Justice Murray is back as a punter?
Hold on now. Let me get in my Andre Johnson.
I smell something funny here.
See what's going on here. And it's a squib kick. All right, they got us. And a great kick at that. If it can die, it gets into the end zone. Tottenville set up a big break for Tottenville.
Huge
Maybe
break.
that momentum is starting to swing back in the purple direction.
Because there's a big difference between starting at your 20 and starting at your 1.
They got 2 minutes. They have 2 minutes and 3 timeouts to make something happen.
Justice Murray, what can't you do?
Nothing. Little Lodell here.
And keep in mind, Nick Constantino has no catches in his half. They've made it a job to keep him out of this game plan.
Greg, have they completed a pass in this half?
I don't think so.
E-Hall has made it difficult for them to get into a flow with their offense. But will we see a pass here? I look at the bunch formation. I think so. No, it's a run to the. Wait, where are we going? I can't tell.
It's a reverse.
Corey Brown, who had the ball? I got faith. Corey Brown with a strong run there on first down. Great play design. Completely fooled me.
Nice little inside handoff.
Man, oh man, how important is it we're getting to the end of this first half? Tottenville, if you get a score here, this half that's felt all Dutchman will feel a lot better.
Oh, yeah, you survived that wave. McGuire takes a snap, looks left, throws over the middle, has a man in it, it's complete. Is that you-know-who? Let me know.
Yes, it is.
Mr. Nick Constantino. What a grab.
That
First
momentum is swat.
I don't know if you guys picked up on it, but he had single coverage on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
And McGuire just touched his chest and looked over. So you already know they have that quality connection. So you knew the ball was going that way.
Takes a snap, rolls right. The pressure's getting home, and he will be sacked. Great response there by Erasmus Hall after the big play by Tottenville. Second and long coming up. Corey Brown gets credit for the sack, but it looked like that was a group effort. Let's meet at the quarterback.
So let's meet at the quarterback. I like that one.
Time out, Tottenville.
Tottenville takes a timeout, resetting the situation as we have a read from PSAL.
Of course, you're watching PSAL action. To stay up to date with game schedules, results, player stats, and championship brackets, visit the PSAL's official website at www.psal.org. Want more highlights and full game coverage? Subscribe to the PSAL YouTube channel and catch all the action on demand. The tag is at NYCPSAL1903. And don't forget to follow the PSAL on social media at NYCPSAL on Instagram, X, and Threads.
Long time out here by both sides, big-time huddles, both sides understanding the importance of this possession right before halftime. The narrative of the game can flip in a specific direction based on the outcome of this series coming up.
Man, it's just, this is what a heavyweight fight, what a championship is supposed to feel like. You know, it can really go either way. These are clearly the two best teams in the PSAL, and it's been a pleasure to call this game so far.
Absolutely. Justin McGuire, empty backfield. They're challenging the defense of E-Hall with this empty backfield, in my opinion. Let's see what it looks like. McGuire takes a snap, rolls left immediately, getting chased down. Can he get rid of it? No, he can't. He should have thrown it away, and he's brought down by Nasir Brown. Did you see the closing speed there by Brown?
What a game, Mr. Brown. What can Brown do for you? And you can see.
Sack the quarterback.
That pursuit was relentless. Like you said, Ray, he had to get rid of it. Once you get outside the pocket, throw it away, let the clock stop.
This is what happens when you're trailing in the game. The need to do too much and not play smart football, and now you're behind. This takes even more. 3rd and 16, clock is running. Didn't even call a timeout there. Almost gives me the sense that it might be white flag entertainment depending on what happens here with this particular down.
I'm surprised the Dutchman didn't call a timeout.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, you mean, E-Hall. Okay. Nah, E-Hall comfortable. And they run the ball. Tyshawn Bent has it. He's into the second level. Can he get a first down? He brought down just short. But now, 2 timeouts, you're in position to go for it if you're Tottenville.
And if Bent's going to run like that, why not give it back to him?
Classic draw play there. 18 seconds.
Timeout.
4th and short. What officially now 1 timeout. Everything, people, is on the table.
And, of course, we want to thank the Army for contributing to this live stream. Be bold and follow your dream. We know – it's a coach. Be bold and follow your dream. We know teamwork, and we know leadership. Energize your passion and make a plan for your future. Army leaders know education is key, so be all you can be with a team that makes a difference. Did you know that the U.S. Army offers over 200 career paths? Learn high-end, very technical skills in STEM, logistics, legal, robotics, engineering, culinary, administration, or even hone your sports and music performance. Whatever your passion, the U.S. Army can get you trained for success full-time or part-time. Ask about our debt-free education benefits or our business partnerships to get you set after service. Keep your options open. Be all that you can be with the U.S. Army. Visit GoArmy.com.
4th and short coming up. Very big down right here. I know we sound repetitive, but we are getting to a stage where there's going to be a lot of huge downs. Game-flipping downs coming up. 4th down here. McGuire in the snap, hands it off, bent to the left side. Can he get the first down? Yes, he can. And he's still going. He's going up the sidelines. Will he score? And he's pushed out of bounds just outside the 20-yard line.
And Tyshawn Bent is how Tottenville's going to stay in this game. It's abundantly clear. And it's a good job by him getting out of bounds.
But the issue now is time. At this point, you have are you gonna try a field goal, or are you gonna just take a couple shots at the end zone?
I think you got to take a couple shots at the end zone. Your quarterback can throw the ball. You do have elite athletes at the receiver position. I think you have to try to go get in the end zone.
Here we go. Nick Costantino on the top of your screen. And let's see if they shade over him. Yep, Jasier Harris is going right over there. They got 2 over there.
Damn, you're absolutely right. Smart defense by EO. They know who could beat him. McGuire takes a snap. Looks right. Shades left. Running out of bounds. Good job. And a late hit. Unfortunate decision there by Erasmus Hall. Pardon the noise in the background, but these things do happen. We'll be 1st and goal coming up. Maybe 1st and goal. Is that a 15-yarder?
It's definitely a 15-yarder.
1st and goal will be coming up for Tottenville.
That's one of those plays where you just have to have the discipline. He's already out of bounds. Clock stops, and just let the play finish.
You talked about it last possession for E-Hall. Momentum. Tottenville got off the field on defense, and they're just slowly pulling that rope back to the Pirate side. I get the sense that there might be 7 coming here.
And here's the thing. It looks like there's only about 6 seconds left.
Interesting. Not 1st and goal, but just outside the 10-yard line.
Because they have a good kicker. I wouldn't be opposed to taking a 3 right here.
They're greedy, baby. They're gonna go for it. What Kim Kardashian say? I didn't come this far to come this far. they gonna go for it.
I'm surprised they're not kicking the field goal, though. They have a good kicker.
Decisions we will talk about at halftime. McGuire looking. Throws it up. Incomplete. And that will be the end of the first half. Questionable decision by Tottenville, leaving points on the field as E-Hall leads Tottenville by a score of 14-7. This is Sage Media Solutions bringing you the Boys 4A Football Championship, and this one is a doozy.
Man, oh man, 14-7. Dutchman with the lead, but that was a bit of a scare. Tyshawn Bent doing a lot of the work on that drive. They were able to connect with Nick Costantino. Action-packed second half coming forward.
Yeah, E-Hall got away with one with that penalty right there. Tottenville let him off the hook.
That part. You can't even get at the E-Hall getting away with it. Tottenville should have took the points.
Man, oh man.
This is going to loom large in the second half. We're going to come back to this conversation.
And again, for those who might have been showed up a little bit later, Erasmus Hall gets the ball first to start the second half.
So we're going to go into the second half. We'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes. This is Andre Johnson, Ray Jarvis leading the way for us. Greg Poley is giving us the color commentary as well. This is Sage Media Solutions, and we will be right back.
And we are back live at the boys PSAL 4A championship as Tottenville with the squib kick. And once again, Erasmus Hall is up to the task. They will not be fooled this afternoon. But again, second half action. E Hall leads 14-7. Ray Jarvis alongside Andre Johnson and Greg Poley is on the call. Andre, you got a couple of stats for us before we get to the first play of the second half.
Absolutely. Shout out to Mr. Jared Paluzzi, taking the stats, man. So 141 all-purpose yards for Tyshawn Bennett. We saw him open up this 4A championship with that kick return, and 7 carries for 38 yards for Amir Morrow and a touchdown. And the most important stat of all that has this lead as it is, 1 carry, 20 yards, Justice Murray. Let's get into the action.
We'll get into more analysis after this first play of the second half as both running backs go in motion, quads to the left side. Kendall Brown takes a snap. QB design run to the right. Sheds the tackle. Oh, no, doesn't shed the tackle. Brought down, but there is a flag in the area of what looks to be holding.
I still disagree with the squib kick. I don't care if you've been doing it all season long. Right. Why give this team, with the momentum and the lead, a short field?
There's a certain level of arrogance that sometimes gets into the brains of coaches where, like, this is what we do, and we're not going to deviate from what we do. Sometimes the situation requires you to do what's necessary. We saw it at the end of the first half where they chose to go for it as opposed to kicking the field goal and taking the points. So the decisions of Tottenville, that's a lot of yardage to go back for a hold. The decisions of Tottenville coming back to bite them.
I will say you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because guess who you're kicking to? Justice Murray and Amir Morrow.
But you want them at midfield? Brown takes a step, passes to the left side. Lewis sheds the tackle. He's into the open field. Sheds another tackle to the 50, the 45, and he's brought out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Close to an E-Hall first down. No, he has the first down. They mark him out at the 40. Great run there by Lewis.
And what you now have is one big play, and they're in Tottenville territory.
There you go.
And what you had was some bad tackling. That's what you also had.
Andre always got a reason. I'd rather give up 20 yards on my side of the 50. Kendall Brown gets the call from the sidelines. 4 receivers to the left. Passing play. One-on-one on the outside. Justice Murray, and he just overshoots him. That would have been 6.
Kendall Brown just missed. He's going to want that one back.
I get the sense that that's the play E-Hall wants. That's the exclamation point they've been looking for. That's the third time they went to that play.
And each time, Justice Murray had his man beat by about a step and a half.
And he knows it, too. Look at his body language, everyone. He knows he can't guard me. And do you dedicate a safety over the top? Or do you leave that corner on the island? Kendall Brown takes a snap. Both running backs in the backfield. Lewis has it. Tottenville tries to blow it up. He sheds the tackle, cuts it back inside, and he's brought down after what looks to be a gain of about 4, setting up 3rd and 6.
The Dutchmen are saying we are more physical than you. When we're one-on-one with your best D-back, we're going after him. I love the arrogance from the Dutchmen. We want to win 6 out of 7, and we're going to show you and impose ourselves on this game.
At the end of the day, even if it's out of the shotgun, at the high school level, big boy football still works. If you can't bring the running back down, you can't shed blocks, you will be in danger at the championship level. Tottenville right now is in danger. Murrow in a pistol formation behind Kendall Brown. Looks like an audible coming from the sideline. They adjust the play. Formation adjusted. This time, Murrow sheds to the left, back down to the right side. Takes a snap, and it will be a design run. Kendall Brown has it, trying to get to the 30-yard line, and he is brought down. But wait, no, he's not. He's still going. Is the play called dead? Yes, it is. Woo-hoo. Big break for Tottenville.
Oh, man. Where's our head ref? Because I have questions.
For the sake of argument, his forward motion was stopped before he decided to bring it out to the left side.
You know what? That's fair. I'll take that.
Shout out to Idrissa.
And you know I don't care for the refs.
Shout out to Idrissa. It's been great having you. Wish we could have had you in on the booth this game, but you're down on the field reffing. It is a 4th and 1.
Looks to be 4th and 2, in fact. Kendall Brown. It's a lot of motion happening right here. Gets a call from the sidelines. Are they trying to get him to go off sides? What is the scenario here? Kendall Brown adjusts to protection. Takes a snap. Quarterback run once again. He has enough for the first down, and he's still going inside the 25-yard line. Once again, Greg, big boy football dictating the terms.
Like you said, that slow cook. And what this is going to do, and it's going to come back in the fourth quarter, is this defensive front is going to get tired from having to deal with these constant big backs because Kendall Brown isn't small either.
And another thing E-Hall is great at is when they have a lead in the second half, controlling the clock. Takes a snap. Brown again with the run. And he gets about 2 to 3 yards on that one. I get the feeling that might have been a pass, and he just saw something and went with it. I could be wrong.
That was a great job coming from his safety position from Glenn Shepard. But again, danger, danger, danger. You do not want to go down 2 scores to this Dutchman team and have to look at those linebackers again.
E-Hall has already chewed 3 minutes off of the clock here in the third quarter. They are taking their time. They're moving with a lot of confidence. No need to move at pace because they know if they go up 2 scores with the way they've chewed up some clock, Tottenville will have a lot of questions to answer. Lewis motions into the backfield. Brown takes the snap. It's a straight pass. Has a man. Murray brings it in. Touchdown. Erasmus Hall. Justice Murray with his second tub of the game. Let's go, E-Hall. Greg, let's talk about it.
What a dime by Kendall Brown. Straight drop back and literally dropped it in a bucket from about, 30 yards? And once again, Justice Murray had his man beat off the line of scrimmage.
They've been trying to call that number for the longest. On shot play number 4, it finally lands. And as Andre just mentioned, going down 2 scores, Tottenville needs to start looking in that mirror.
Looking in the mirror, looking inside your chest, in your heart. What do you have? Because you're reeling right now. Justice Murray has taken over this ball game. Extra point is up, and the extra point is good. 21-7. I was saying danger, danger, danger for a reason. This Dutchman team is flying on all cylinders.
What I need from Tottenville coming up on this possession, Greg and I talked about it at halftime exclusively. A heavy dosage of Tyshawn Bent. Get your best play of the football. If you're going to come back in this game, you can't get cute with the play calling. You can't hold on to the ball in the passing game. Get number 1, the football.
The other part is I wouldn't mind seeing a screen to Bent. Get him out in space. Some blockers in front of him. We already saw what he could do on a kickoff when he has the space.
That's been the difference in this game, Greg. Erasmus Hall is getting their skill players in position to make plays. Running backs, wide receivers, or slash players like a Justice Murray. We need Tottenville now to respond in that way. Get Tyshawn, even if it's in the passing game, as you just said with the screen pass, or even a little a play in the flat, something. Get him in space and let him show that he is one of the best running backs in the city. You cannot allow him to just be a bystander while you're losing this game.
This is going to be a very important possession here for Tottenville. I know it's the third quarter, but this could be the deciding possession for the game.
The way E-Hall's moving the ball, and then they kick the ball right out of bounds. So, see, again, as good as E-Hall is doing this, they're making little mistakes. That keeps Tottenville close enough.
And let's go to the replay. Greg, take this away.
Tottenville needs to take advantage of this
yeah.
Here. Going to get good field position.
As we have the replay of the Justice Murray touchdown. Kendall Brown, straight pass, in over 2, mossed it, got 1 foot in for the end zone. Justice Murray finally makes that big-time catch he's been chasing all afternoon.
And we cut it off, but he let him know about it. Said, hey, that's been waiting all week.
They brought the safety help, and it didn't matter.
Didn't matter. That's how you high point a football.
Oh, yeah. What's going on? Wait, was that a flag against Tottenville? Because it looks like they're going to kick again. Trying to figure it out. Let's see what's the word. Yeah, they moved him back. Interesting.
Re-kick. I like it. Try to get better field position.
They were going to be at the 35.
I mean, if you have the ability to get him the football.
I don't know. You know what? I'm going to listen to my producer here who says don't get too crazy, so I'm going to relax.
We do have a referee in the building, so we can go to him in a second. What was your name again?
Welcome
Excuse
to the
me.
party. Ball bounces off his shin, picked up at the 30 to the 35. Is that Tyshawn Bent? Yes, it is. And he slips down at the 36. So for all of that, they got 1 additional yard. All right.
If the turf monster didn't get him, he might have had additional 20. I'm just saying.
If was a fifth, ... First down and 10 coming up for Tottenville. Big possession right here. Need to see a heavy dosage of Tyshawn Bent. I think he is the key to a Tottenville comeback. Get Tyshawn Bent involved. That means you can free up Constantino. You can't cross your T's without dotting your I's.
Smooth. Sound like something from the rap round table.
Tyshawn Bent has it. Run to the left side. Pursuit is there, and they get it, but not after he gains what looks like maybe a yard or two.
It's a great job by the E-Hall defense snuffing that out.
Who's there first? Kendall Brown,
Yep.
1/4 of the wrecking crew.
The flow that this E-Hall defense has, the flow and the discipline, they're not doing too much. They're getting to the ball carrier. They're not trying to lay the wood and get a big hit. They're just wrapping and bringing them down. Very smart textbook football by the defense of Erasmus Hall. McGuire has it. Shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Reverse to Corey Brown. Trying to get to the left side. E-Hall almost blew that up in the backfield. 3rd and long coming up. I don't like the body language I'm seeing from Tottenville. The shoulders are a little slumped right now.
And you see they're out of sorts. Even on that reverse, you had a lineman running into Corey Brown. Got to settle down. This is the first time this Tottenville team has been down by 2 scores all year long. What do you have? It's deep. It's a big moment here. 3rd down. Everything's on the line here at Midwood High School.
Oh, yeah. It's easy to play from ahead all season long. This is gut check time if you're the Pirates. McGuire looks left, steps up to the pocket. Bit of a shovel pass, has a man wide open. Sheds a tackle to the 50-yard line, and he's brought down at the 47-yard line of E-Hall. Big 3rd down completion there. Great dexterity by McGuire to get that ball out under pressure.
And one thing I have said all year long, if you guys are fans, Tottenville is the best team converting 3rd downs all season long. And you see them there, could have been real tricky if you didn't get that 1st down. It's an injured player. Here at Sage Media, we always take the camera off of the young men while they're hurt.
And Ray, who did that pass go to? Tyshawn Bent.
Mr. Bent, get him involved one way or the other. Number 1 is your key to title number 1 in 22 years.
Crazy. So this live stream is brought to you by the PSAL. You're watching PSAL action. To stay up to date with game schedules, results, player stats, and championship brackets, visit the PSAL's official website at www.psal.org. Want more highlights and full game coverage? Subscribe to the PSAL YouTube channel and catch all the action on demand. The tag is at NYCPSAL1903. And don't forget to follow the PSAL on social media at NYCPSAL on Instagram, X, and Threads. For the latest updates, stories, and highlights, that's NYCPSAL.
Once again, much love and thanks to the PSAL for allowing Sage Media to bring you these high school games, championship high school games throughout the city. 1st down, Tottenville. Pistol formation for Tottenville as well. McGuire hands it off. Corey Brown has it, run to the left. Great first step there by Corey Brown, getting about 6 or 7 yards on 1st down.
It's a good 1st down run right there. Positive yardage. Allows Tottenville to get a 2nd and short and try to really push his ball down the field and get into the end zone.
Again, I want to make another emphasis. I've seen Corey Brown break a hole like that for pay dirt. Zaire Walden, number 34, has been incredible today.
Big shout out to Walden, been everywhere. Had it off Bent, run to the left side. Bent trying to make something happen, gets the 1st down, turning those legs, brought down at the 31-yard line of Erasmus Hall. 1st down. They see something on the left side of that E-Hall defense. They're continuing to run left over and over again.
And it's been a great advantage for them. Get another 1st down, keep it churning. Man, we're halfway through the 3rd quarter in this PSAL 4A, man.
McGuire takes a snap. This time they run right. Tyshawn Bent cuts it back inside. Gets into the second level. Still going. And he's out of bounds. First down, Tottenville. It looked like he pulled up a little lame there. Did you notice that, or am I seeing things?
I did notice that. Because he looked like he had an opportunity to keep going downfield, and he just stepped out.
Man, Mr. Tyshawn Bent.
Ask and you shall receive. I said I need to see number 1 on this drive, and Tottenville has finally figured out we got to get Tyshawn Bent the football.
Yeah, man, it's winning time. It's his last high school game. You know he wants it more than anyone on this field.
McGuire running left himself this time. E-Hall is there, but not before McGuire gets about 6 yards on first down.
It's a great run. We saw that a lot in that Lincoln game. You know, they added that wrinkle to their offense with Justin McGuire running the power, and we see it here.
This is the first time I can say it looks like the Erasmus Hall defense is kind of tired during this series.
I was going to say, they look winning. You see the hands on the hip, but this is also what happens when you can run the ball effectively.
Yeah. McGuire looks like he's changing the play, communicating with his receiver on the outside. Bent behind him, or to his left, I should say, takes a snap. Bent runs to the right side, makes a man miss, cuts up the field. Still going. Will he walk in, and he's tackled by his shoestrings by who else? Mr. Walden.
Tyshawn Bent. Man, it's like his back's against the wall, and he steps up. And let's see how big that shoestring tackle proves to be. Good play by Mr. Walden.
That is not a score. It is still 21-7. First and goal, Erasmus Hall. The whole building knows where this ball is going. Tyshawn Bent trying to bring it home. Oh, McGuire has it. Runs left. I don't know if that's the right play. Waiting for the call. Touchdown. Tottenville as McGuire pushes the pile and powers his way into the end zone, cutting into the E-Hall lead by doing what? Keeping it simple. Get the ball to your best players and good things will happen.
Ray's been calling for that all day.
McGuire run, Bent run. Forget the game. Forget the playbook. Don't get cute. Just do what works.
It's a tremendous job from this Tottenville team still in this game. But what does it mean if you can't come and make a stop? But first, you got to hit this PAT.
And
we have encroachment against Erasmus Hall.
Now, if it's encroachment, do you try to go for 2 here?
We're about to see. I say no. Keep it simple. Getting cute doesn't cost you points. Field position, keep it simple.
Also, if they went for the points, made that field goal, we'd be talking very differently.
What's the score? If you add 3 to their score, it's 21-17 right now. Still trailing, but it doesn't seem as daunting.
It puts more pressure on E-Hall to try to put points on the board.
But we know what E-Hall is going to do. They're going to run the ball. They're going to clock you again. It's up to the – oh, boy. Another flag.
They're going to run the ball until they think they can beat you over the top.
And then, number 15, Mama, there goes that man again. Can we get this together?
So this is where we're going to pull in the referee.
What do we have here on the call? We just had an offside beforehand. Now it seems to be a call against which side?
So what we had just now was a disconcerting act on the defenses when they were trying to simulate the snap, trying to force the offense to create a false start.
Is that a call that they can take the yardage on the kickoff, or?
No, it'll actually be assessed on the try as we speak.
Thank you for that.
Move the ball half the distance to the goal.
All right. Good information from PSAL referees, bringing you live and direct here on field and in the booth.
Elite coverage right there.
There you go.
Only brought to you by Sage Media.
Very important to the city to bring you this coverage. Shout out Andre Johnson for making it happen. And, of course, much love to the PSAL for allowing us the platform to do this.
Offense back on the field, Ray.
Going for 2. McGuire has it, trying to run to the outside, and he's blown up. What is the call? He looks short from here. They're talking it over, and he is stuffed. Once again, the speed on the outside of the E-Hall defense stuffed the 2-point conversion. Tottenville getting cute once again. I'm banging the desk. Stop getting cute. Take the points.
Hold on, Ray. I'm wondering if that was a read option and he thought he had the outside when he
Either
could
way.
have handed it to Ben.
Read the kicker's boot and take the point. As you are.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you to the Army for being one of the sponsors of this live stream. Be bold and follow your dream. We know teamwork and we know leadership. Energize your passion and make a plan for your future. Army leaders know education is key, so be all you can be with a team that makes a difference. Did you know that the U.S. Army offers 200 career paths? Learn high-end, very technical skills in STEM, logistics, legal, robotics, engineering, culinary, administration, or even hone your sports and music performance. Whatever your passion, the U.S. Army can get you trained for success, full-time or part-time. Ask about our debt-free education benefits or our business partnerships to get you set after service. Keep your options open. Be all that you can be with the U.S. Army. Visit GoArmy.com.
Tottenville getting ready to kick it off. The cute Pirates. I hope they actually kick the ball in the air this time. Do not give this offense another short field this deep in the game. Whistle is blown. We're getting ready for the kick. I'm curious to see what happens here.
Tricky Pirates on the special teams.
E-Hall ready for whatever on the opposite side of that, though. Look at the alignment.
Yes, 6 in the front line.
And we're off. Another squib kick, but this time it goes deeper. Will it go out of bounds?
Let me tell you something. I'm surprised Justice Murray didn't want to pick that up, honestly.
Nah, he did.
Why? There's no reason to. Look what happened last week.
I understand, but that's just how highly irate Justice Murray. Any opportunity he has in space, I would like to see him take a chance on himself.
In championship situations, it's not about highlights. It's about smart football.
And you put your offense at what? The 40-yard line?
Maybe I'm a little greedy.
Yeah, of course. 35-yard line. Short-ish field for E-Hall.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. First
Interesting,
time.
right? Now, they've been running that in the second half a lot.
Okay.
Moving to the opposite hash.
This is why this
What
E-Hall
you're going to probably end up seeing is Lewis going motion here. Oh, surprise. Kendu Brown keeps it. Has a big alley on the left side. Cuts up the field. It gets maybe just enough for the first down. But that slippery field almost. Listen, if this is a better weather situation, Kendu's still running.
The elements at play once again.
Yeah.
And one thing that just makes E-Hall so tough, you see when they spread out the field, have those 4 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers, you have so many threats, and Kendu shows that he's one of them.
Now they go to the bubble screen. This time tomorrow, Morrow cuts up the field, makes a man miss. 5 Tottenville players had to bring him down.
And even then, his feet were still somehow churning.
It's a young man against boys.
That's why he's the Temple commit.
First down, E-Hall. Quads to the left side. Kendu has it. Takes the snap. Design quarterback run. Cuts to the left side. Cuts again to the left side. Has some space. And he slipped. Very fortunate slip once again for Tottenville. But not before Brown gets about 5 yards.
That was a good stick right there to stand him up. Because if he doesn't hit him, he's going, like you said.
And once again, E-Hall taking their time. There's no need to rush. The lead, the score, and the clock are in their favor.
Just going to say that. There's no need to rush.
And that's something that E-Hall did very well in the first E-Hall Curtis matchup. They managed the time.
Murrow has it up the middle, cuts back to the inside, has enough for the first down, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line.
Amir Morrow all over this field today. It's his last high school football game as well, and he's been tremendous. First down, Dutchman.
If you're Tottenville, you might need, if you're one of the defenders for Tottenville, you might need to start reaching and grabbing at that football. You're going to have to manufacture a turnover because this game is going to get away.
Man.
They can't afford another score here.
Right. Kendall Brown keeps it. Looks left. Has the man. Murray one-on-one. Comes back to the ball, and that looks like it's going to be, and it is. Pass interference against Tottenville. Great job. Andre talked about this with Nico in the first half. Come back to the football, and you will get that call.
It's all about the details. Ray couldn't have described it better. You come back for the ball, you have good fundamentals, you cash out. Simple as that.
And as we know with PSAL high school football rules, it's not a spot foul, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Either way, look where they set up.
And that underthrown ball actually ended up being a positive. But like
for Tottenville, because that was going to be yeah, they got a 15-yard penalty, but I'll take the 15 over the 6, okay?
Good catch.
He said, Greg, I see where you're going, but counterpunch.
Come with me this way. Take this walk with me. That's a good penalty by the DB, if you ask me.
Look who's that quarterback.
Murray has it. The slash player takes it. Rolls right, cuts up the field, has room, cuts up the field, still going. Finally brought down by a Tottenville player. He is so dangerous.
The patience to wait for his blockers, the tiptoeing behind his linemen, to find that little hole and just sleek through.
Justice Murray, he is as advertised. Let me tell
Justice
you.
Murray looking like Percy Harvin with the Gators.
Hey, shout out to my Gators.
Again, references for the older heads. They don't know about Percy Harvin, man. E-Hall once again controlling the clock, and the fans of E-Hall, essentially this feels like a road game for Tottenville to win the championship. The E-Hall crowd is in full effect. The momentum is in their favor, and we're at a tipping point of this championship game. Murray in motion. Hands it off to Murrow to the outside. Great pursuit by Tottenville, but he doesn't matter. Makes a man miss. Still going. And he walks in for another touchdown. Amir Murrow puts E-Hall up 2 scores late in the third quarter.
Tottenville had a chance for a tackle for a loss right there. And when you can't make that initial tackle, you are in trouble with these big backs.
We talked about it in the first half. Look at the calves. Look at the quads of Murrow. Those arm tackles are not enough when you're churning those legs. And he walked in for another touchdown. Right now, I got to tell you, I'm not going to say it's a mismatch, but the trench play of Erasmus Hall has been the deciding factor in this entire championship game.
And you have to give credit to the Dutchman. They've been blocking tremendously. Number 11, Eli Jones. I haven't had to say his name all day. And that kick is up, and it's good.
28-13 is our score. Tottenville trails by 15 at 2-point conversion attempt, looming large. The clock against them, and this is the point in the game we saw in the Curtis matchup. Greg, Andre, where we saw the defense of E-Hall start pinning their ears back and start chasing the quarterback all over the field. Do we expect to see more of that now?
No, we'll see, man.
I think that's exactly what we're going to see, because now there's nothing to fear, right? Whether they get beat, cool. Okay, what's one score? We showed that they can't stop us on offense. So let my defense go out and do what they do, pin their ears back, and go after the quarterback.
And let's watch that replay of the Amir Morrow touchdown.
Right there.
Not the best angle, but we'll do what we
Ryan
can.
Lopez had a shot at him in the backfield. And once he got to the outside, you almost knew nothing was stopping him from getting in the end zone.
You can't arm tackle that kid. You got to wrap him up. Because if you try to arm tackle him at the leg area, he's just going to plow right through your forearms.
And it's just a tremendous job. Amir Morrow with his second touchdown on the day. The Dutchmen are flying.
So right now you have Murray with 2 tubs. Murrow with 2 tubs. It's an MVP race right now in the championship game.
Yeah. I mean, if you had to poll it,
I don't know.
Toss up.
They might have to share that. And the kick is up, and a quick kick right up the middle. Good bounce. Right into the hands of Bent. The dangerous Tyshawn Bent already has one kick return for a touchdown, and he's brought down on the 35-yard line. Anytime Tyshawn Bent has the ball, he is a threat.
Man, oh, man. Mr. Bent is still on the ground, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
Trying to see if he can get up. That's why we don't have the camera on. Yeah, Mr. Tyshawn Bent has a serious issue with his ankle.
Oh, man, that's a tough break. Oh, they got him off the field quick. That's unfortunate. Hopefully he can get back on the field.
It's going to be all about Mr. Corey Brown now. I don't think it's time just to throw the run away. Still play your football. But, man, losing Tyshawn Bent is a big loss.
Corey Brown's been dangerous in the backfield as well. Not much of a drop-off. Play action pass. McGuire rolls left. Throws it off in the flat, and he's blown up. Big time hit right there. That, as a quarterback, you can't set your receiver up to get hit like that. I know that was the play design, but that was a massive hit. Was that Kendall Brown with the lay in the wood?
Man, these linebackers, I mean, you guys might be saying, Drake, stop talking about the linebackers. Well, they keep making plays, and I'm a commentator. What am I supposed to do?
Keep talking about them linebackers. Again, second down and long coming up. McGuire rolls right, already running, puts it up, has a man. No, he throws it away, but he looks like he was still in the tackle box. That might be intentional grounding.
And there was no eligible receiver in the area. Let's go to our official.
On that last play, would you consider that intentional grounding, or was he out of the tackle box?
He was indeed out of the tackle box. By rule, as long as they reach the original line of scrimmage into the out-of-bounds line, there is no foul for intentional grounding.
There you have it. Referee live and direct in the booth letting me know to shut up. Third and long coming up.
The rest are like, finally, we've been waiting to talk to these
waiting
guys.
to see Jarve. McGuire looks right. Over the middle, has a man wide open. Brought down. Corey Brown.
Short of the marker.
Oh, Nick Constantino was the one on that one. How does he get so open on a third and long situation? Found a soft spot in the zone there.
How did Justin even throw that? He had no base. It was almost like he flicked it. Almost like a shortstop.
I bet you he's a baseball player in his spare time.
Timeout, Erasmus Hall. As they couldn't get their defensive alignment right, nearly had too many men on the field. Big timeout right there. Fourth and short. Humongous fourth down coming up here as we will talk about our guys at Ascendant.
Yes. DEF CON and New York Hustle 7-on-7 tryouts for 15 and 18U will be held on Sunday, December 14th in Gillette, New Jersey at Center Court Club and Sports Indoor Facility starting at 7 p.m. Tryout number 2 will be held on Sunday, December 21st at the Nest at 11 a.m. A 15 to 20-man roster selection will be made per team after the completion of both tryouts. We are seeking the best players in NYC/Tri-State area to compete nationally for DEF CON and the top players to run the NYC/Tri-State area with New York Hustle. The first 75 registered participants will get a free DEF CON compression. Register now on Ascendant Athletics and Culture on IG and Twitter pages using the link in their bio or use the QR code.
Fourth and short coming up for Tottenville. At this point, I don't think it's extreme to say that their season is on the line with this fourth down play.
Not at all.
Takes the snap. Ben has it, and he powers his way through the marker. Almost blown up in the backfield, but again, the lower base, powerful lower base of Ben powered through to get that first down for Tottenville.
He said, it's my last game. I'm not coming out of this game. I don't care if my ankle's not 100%. Put me back in, coach. I'm going to put this team on my back and get us this first down.
Everybody put your fours up.
I would say
one more quarter to crown a 4A champion.
I would say put the fours in the chat, but if you're in your house right now, put your fours in the air. E-Hall leads Tottenville by a score of 28-13 as we head into fourth quarter action here at Sage Media Solutions. I'm very curious about what's going to take place, but I know we got some sponsors that would love to hear from us right now.
Yes, and of course, there's the biggest sponsor is none other than the PSAL. You're watching PSAL action to stay up to date with game schedules, results, player stats, and championship brackets. Visit the PSAL official website at www.psal.org. Want more highlights? Make sure you follow PSAL on YouTube and them on Instagram as well.
Fourth quarter action begins. Run to the left side. Ben Hazard cuts up the field, makes a bunch of men miss, and he's brought down, but not after gaining about 13 yards. Tyshawn Bent. Get the ball to Tyshawn.
You see him limping. It does not matter. Mind over body. Focus on the moment and deliver for your team. He's going to need some more of that, Ray.
Tyshawn got to go to school tomorrow, guys. He's powering through, putting his body on the line. Takes the snap. McGuire has it. Still running left. Good tackle there. Is the ball out? The ball got out, but recovered by Tottenville. A great tackle by the DB there, number 23, Akeem Martin. Putting his body on the line to bring down McGuire.
That's a good job by Gavin Ledwith to fall on the ball because that could have been disastrous for Tottenville.
That would have been ball game if you ask me. Tottenville in E-Hall territory, marching down the field. But to me, I think they're taking too much time moving the ball.
And I've spoken about this with you, Ray, on several occasions where when teams are down, the sense of urgency just isn't there.
It's too casual. McGuire has it. Calls out the mic. Takes the snap. Looks right. Pulls it down. Yes, he's in space, and he's brought down. Great gang tackling by Erasmus Hall, but it looks like he has enough for the first down.
Hasn't maybe enough for the first down, but one thing I noticed, Tottenville is stressed out.
Yes.
I have seen Justin McGuire, instead of just committing to the run, peel back a little bit. And if he looked up, he had number 7, Omar Mendez Jr. wide open for a touchdown.
When you're down 15 in the championship game, you would be stressed out. First and 31. Hands it off. Number 24. Is that his first carry of the game? Joseph Gallina?
Absolutely. He's one of the stars, one of the young upcoming stars on his Tottenville team. They say, get in there, boy. we need to give
break glass in case of emergency. Well, we got one.
But I do question, where is Corey Brown? I'm not sure if he's having an injury.
Constantino and McGuire communicating. Constantino's in the slot. Looks left. Throws it over the middle. And he almost has a completed pass, but there is a flag, and it looks like pass interference will be called.
I definitely think there was a little jersey pull right there that prevented him from going out and extending with both hands to catch that ball.
Listen to me. As a defensive player, I applaud all PIs that stop touchdowns, okay?
I'm not mad at it.
You got beat off the line. The least you could do is get a flag and not let them score.
Give your defense another opportunity to get a stop.
Here we go. But now I'm looking at the score here. You left points on the board. I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but let's see what they do if they're able to get into the end zone.
Takes the snap, hands it off. Tyshawn Bent to the right side, and he's brought down.
Also, if they do score here, I don't think they need to chase another 2-point conversion. Take the points.
The biggest cliche, again, another cliche in sports, don't go for 2 until you absolutely need it.
Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to. Bars.
Rap round table. Shout out to him. Didn't even have to pay for that one.
Appreciate it. McGuire takes a snap, hands it off, bent to the left side. He's blown up in the backfield, and the ball is out. The ball is out. No whistle is blown. The play is dead. If you're 30, you keep running. Keep running.
We're not sure what's going on right now.
But what is the status of the ball?
Wait, they're
all might have to call a timeout. They have players on the opposite side of the field. pure chaos on the field right now.
All right, let's mark a replay for that. Let's
Brandon
mark a replay
Garcia
for that.
with the high IQ play to fall down and stop the clock and preserve a timeout.
High IQ is right because that he deserves an Oscar for that one.
Oh yeah.
But what it looked like on that play, it looked like there was a fumble and it was a strip.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to big number 99.
This is the problem
Bryce
when you don't
Green.
have challenges at the high school level. Yes.
He got in there initially and stopped the forward progress and allowed the rest of the E-Hall defense come in there and gang tackle and essentially rip the ball.
We have our referee in the booth letting us know what's going on.
So the ruling on the field that the runner's forward progress was stopped prior to the ball became stripped.
Oh, and as you know, once forward progress is stopped, that's the end of the play. Doesn't matter what happens after that. Whether it's the correct call or not is a different argument. But that is the call on the field.
All right, so let's see if we have time. Let's put it to 100%. Let's get to that replay quickly.
Chaotic scene here at Midwood Field. Greg, we got the replay here. Break it down for us.
As you see the inside handoff right there. Tackle.
Oh, that.
But you have to go with when the whistle is blown. You have to go with the call on the field.
I hear that.
And that's what it's going to be. Second down, Tottenville.
Tottenville with new life.
Third.
Tottenville's still on life support, okay? I don't know about a new life. They still got a pulse. That's what I was saying.
3rd and 7 here. This is a very, very long break.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure. I guess maybe the referees are trying to understand where the ball is being slotted.
So now, serious question. If Tottenville doesn't convert here on 3rd down, do you go for the 4th down or do you take the points?
You have no choice.
Gotta go.
E-Hall might not let you see that ball again.
Yeah, the math, it would only make it – it would make it 10. Yeah, no. No, excuse me. It would make it 12.
Erasmus Hall lives for these moments. This side of the field is where their heart was broken a year ago today, so you know it means a lot. McGuire takes the snap, hands it off, bent to the right side once again, and he's brought down. I'm not sure what the spot. He's brought down about 2 yards short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. Y'all know they're going for it. I think we know who's getting the ball.
Brandon Garcia sprinting onto the field. It's hilarious.
Play of the game.
Look at the Dutchmen trying to get their fans riled up. What a down this is.
I think you bring the house. Oh, the ball is out. And a tough break for Tottenville. A bad snap. The elements once again in a heartbreaking 4th down. And the sports gods decree that the ball goes to Erasmus Hall.
Man, oh,
wow. Man. Andre. Talk to me, Andre. What was that?
All year long, we've been talking about the importance of the basics.
Oh my.
What's the most basic thing in football that people overlook? Getting the ball from center to quarterback, from center to punter. And it's almost like they wrap this season up in a nice bow.
Season on the line, 4th and short, and this is why we lament the damn shotgun formation. Get under center and snap the ball.
You speak French now? Because I don't know if I agree with this.
Kendu Brown has it. Shotgun formation. Lewis alongside him. You know what's coming. Lewis has it. Runs to the right side. They can't touch him. He's into the 2nd level. 25-30, 35-40, and he's brought down at about the 43-yard line.
This running back duo between Morrow and Lewis are just unstoppable. And then you add in the elements.
I'm not going to lie to y'all, gentlemen. I think it might be white flag entertainment here in Midwood.
Oh, I would say not so fast. This is the Tottenville Pirates. Very proud team. It's not over till it's over.
Emotions are real. I could be wrong. But there's something about that run that told me the wind is out of the Pirates' sail, man.
No pun intended. Or maybe it wasn't.
It was. A little cheap pun. Kendall Brown takes the quarterback run, and he's tripped up in the backfield. Great tackle there. Once again, number 15, Jaden Innocent, very guilty on that tackle.
Mr. Innocent is one of the top players, one of the top defensive linemen, not only last year, but this year as well. You'll see him on a bunch of lists at the end of the year, making a good play. Ray?
I just want to say, please.
Tick, 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 tick. Time is running out for the Pirates.
I don't know, Dre. I don't know if you noticed, but Ray is in rare form with his one-liners today.
It's a championship game, man, you know. Hands it off. Lewis has it, cuts up the field. Good tackle. Tottenville. As soon as I set white flag entertainment, they said, hold on now. We're still here. Sideline warning. Third down and about a long 7. Got to adjust it.
So both teams have all three of
Approaching
their timeouts. But when do you start using them?
I was going to say.
Tottenville's laissez-faire approach to being down 2 scores is very bothersome for me. They're not stripping the football. They moved really slow down the field, turned it over.
And to Dre's point about not using the timeouts are there for you to use. I had this issue last game where teams were hoarding their timeouts.
Brown looking, steps up in the pocket, and he is brought down. Great stop by Tottenville, not giving up. Looked like E-Hall was going for the exclamation point down the field, but the rush of Tottenville got home and brought Kendall Brown down. But nevertheless, they are down 2 scores with about 6 minutes remaining in regulation. Tom is not their friend. What was that, Andre? Tom situation. What is it? I hear something. Right? I hear
Go
something.
To that?
Yeah, I need to hear that.
Tick, 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 tick.
We are under 6 minutes remaining in the championship game.
I'm just staring at those 3 timeouts, man.
Punt rush doesn't get there. Kick is up, and it's a pretty decent punt. And it'll be downed by Erasmus Hall at about the 34-yard line. Standard field position.
Yes, I want to thank again the PSAL for sponsoring this live stream. You're watching PSAL action. To stay up to date with game schedules, results, player stats, and championship brackets, visit PSAL's official website at www.psal.org. Want more highlights and game coverage? Subscribe to the PSL YouTube channel and make sure you follow them on social media at PSAL, NYC PSAL.
I really need to see Tottenville move with the sense of urgency right here. You're down 2 scores. You can't afford to take multiple seconds calling in plays after each play is done.
I need to see Constantino in action here. Throw. Great pass. Great pass. No contain by the E-Hall defense, leaving Tyshawn Bent alone on that side of the field.
And they should know better. You can't leave him open in space.
At all. First down, and he got out of bounds as well.
And you got to think Tottenville's going to try to stay away from the middle of the field here.
I don't know. I feel like another turnover is on the way. I get the sense. McGuire takes the snap. Empty formation. The rush is coming. He steps in the pocket, and he somehow escapes up the field, and he gets the first down, and he gets out of bounds. McGuire, a magician back there.
Justin the Magician McGuire, man. Needs a few more tricks. down 2 scores in his chip game.
I hope he got the rabbits in the trunk.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
That was very impressive.
This is what he showed me this in the Curtis game, the ability to just stay poised, stay upright, and make plays. Trips to the left side, McGuire in the shotgun. Bent to his right. Takes the snap. 3-man rush by E Hall. He's going down the field. Does he have a man? And they call him pass interference. Look like good coverage to me.
I want to bring in a ref because I feel like that was incidental contact. Didn't impede the practice of football, but it was not anything that was purposeful.
He didn't get a great view of it, so we're going to pass on the referee. But
either way,
just in general, can you just describe like the rules of what a pass interference is?
So when it comes to pass interference, we're looking for certain categories: hook and turn, grab and restrict, early contact without playing the ball. So that might have been a little early contact without playing the ball.
Okay, got you.
Tottenville sprinting down the field. The clock stopping with every play. They're marching. The E Hall defense is starting to look like they're on their heels a bit. 3-man rush. Interesting. Maguire takes the snap. Has a man in the flat. Is that Tyshawn Bent? Yes, it is, and he gets out of bounds.
Smart play, positive yardage, get out of the bounds.
Tottenville taking advantage of the soft coverage by Erasmus Hall. But then again, Erasmus Hall is up 15. They don't necessarily have to attack the quarterback here because it's still a 2-score and a 2-point conversion game.
And you got to give a shout-out to the Erasmus Hall secondary. From the second half of that Curtis game last week, they've been locked down.
Locked in.
This is Tottenville's lowest point total of the entire season,
Impressive.
13. Not the time to do it.
Maguire takes a snap, looks right, steps up into the pocket. I think he's going to run, and he gets out of bounds. Great decision. He didn't have anything down the field, and he didn't get tackled in bounds.
E-Hall looks like they're dropping 6 in the coverage.
Just show coverage into the end zone. There's not much room to throw.
And I really like that from Maguire, just understanding seconds are more important than yards here because we just need a touchdown. So let me run out of bounds, live to fight another day. Big third down coming up.
And this is, again, when you have championship-level coaching by E Hall, not getting greedy. They understand the down, the distance, the score, the time. Maguire looks left, steps up in the pocket. He might get brought down, and he does! Number 99 gets home. Bryce Green with the big-time sack.
The dexterity of the big man right there.
Oh, yeah. A lot of lateral movement, you know.
And basically just a shoestring right there.
That part. 4th down coming up.
This is the game.
This is the game, people. 3 timeouts or not, this is the ball game.
So it looks like there is a question on the clock.
A what? A flag?
They were questioning the clock there.
Oh.
It looks like E-Hall's backing up.
I'm sorry, what?
We missed out.
What? Defensive holding called against E Hall. Take the sack off the board. Automatic first down. Not an automatic first down at the high school level. Thank you for our referee in the booth.
Put us in check.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I don't know what the down or distance is, but I digress.
It's a first
Maguire takes a snap, hands it off to Bent. Bent up the middle, makes a man miss, still going. And he's brought down. E Hall ripping at the football, but they bring him down just inside the 5-yard line.
That's a great job by Bent holding on to the football right
Will
there.
Tottenville call a timeout is the question. They are holding on to these timeouts. I'm just not sure. Andre.
It's second and 1. They say, yo, let's score with as much time as we possibly can, and then let's get into the end zone.
Takes it to run. Bent brought down short of the goal line. The pursuit, once I've been repeating myself, the flow and the pursuit of the E Hall defense. I got too many Eagle people around me. Doing a good job on that play. I'm surrounded by the Eagle there. Ben has it again. Can he get in? No, he's not. The Erasmus Hall defense standing up once again. And no timeout.
You have to call one here at this point.
I don't know why I'm not hearing from Andre. Clock is still ticking. Hands off to Ben again. Cuts it inside, and he powers his way in to the end zone. Touchdown.
Now, here's the thing. The fact that you let so much time go off the clock, you're almost forced to go for 2 now to make it a one-score game.
And we got to look out for the onside kick as well.
But here's the strategy, right? You go for the extra point, and you're saying we have 3 timeouts. Go get a 3-and-out. If we can't get the 3-and-out, it's ball game. So they're putting all their eggs in the basket of the defense.
Okay.
Crucial extra point. This is ball game. It doesn't go in.
Extra point is good. 28-20 is our score. Keep your eye out for the onside kick here. I'm not sure if they're going to give the ball back or allow E. Hall to win the game.
So we're going to go to our sponsors from the Army. Be bold and follow your dream. We know teamwork and we know leadership. Energize your passion and make a plan for your future. Army leaders know education is key, so be all that you can be with a team that makes a difference. Did you know that the U.S. Army offers over 200 career paths? Learn high-end, very technical skills in STEM, logistics, legal, robotics, engineering, culinary, administration, or even hone your sports and music performance. Whatever your passion, the U.S. Army can get you trained for success, full-time or part-time. Ask about our debt-free education benefits or our business partnerships to get you set after service. Keep your options open. Be all that you can be with the U.S. Army. Visit goarmy.com.
Fourth quarter action. We are in the deep waters, Mr. Polius. I think it's an onside kick coming. What do you think is about to take place?
I think it is an onside kick, but if you save these timeouts, your best bet is to kick it deep and not give E. Hall a short field with the way these running backs have been running and use those timeouts and hope to force 3-and-out and get the ball back with decent field position.
Oh, man. Nerve-wracking period here in this championship game. And we do have an onside kick, and it's a flag for illegal procedure.
Is that a re-kick?
According to our referee in the booth, they have to re-kick.
So what we had is an offsides. In high school, it's a dead ball, whereas in college and NFL, it would be a live ball foul. So by rule, it has to be 5-yard penalty and re-kick.
There you go.
Man, I really need a ref in the booth at all games.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate PSAL for having the refs up here with us.
They understand the importance of Sage Media Solutions to have a referee alongside to teach the public about the game of football. Do they still go with the onside kick at this spot on the field is the question. Or do they go opposite and kick down the field and see if they catch them off guard? Questions that need answers.
I'm about to get the answer in a second, but it looks like the ref's still figuring something out here. You almost have to kick it away now. They're being backed up even more.
Man.
5-yard penalty for a second sideline warning to Tottenville, and not what you need at this juncture in the game.
Andre talked about it, the stress. We're seeing it, and it's still an onside kick. He doesn't get on the ball. I think Tottenville has it.
No.
Oh, my. For a split second, it looked like Tottenville might get it, but E. Hall secures the onside kick.
I'll talk about the movie A Bronx Tale. You get 3 good ones in life. And in a championship game, you get 3 opportunities, if that.
Oh, man.
What a missed opportunity for the Pirates there.
Football God, strike again.
And this goes back to your point about stubbornness.
Mm-hmm.
You just got backed up 10 yards, and now you're going to put E. Hall in a position where one big run and they're in the red zone.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
How many timeouts does Tottenville have?
They have 3 timeouts.
So why not kick the ball down the field, get a stop, 3 timeouts, and then go the length of the field and tie the game?
I mean, it's almost like you just said what I said.
I'm just asking, you know.
Can-do Brown.
Can-do Brown doing exact. Oh, good night. Night, as Greg Polius just said. Why put them in position to score with a big run and Can-do Brown with the backbreaker in this championship game? Greg, let's talk about it. You called it.
The exclamation point. You set them up where you have the 2 big backs and a dual threat quarterback and your defense on their heels, and you put them in a position to ice the game.
It almost looked like Tottenville wasn't ready for that run. Extra point is up, and the extra point is no good. I'm not sure how much it matters.
So I still have a 2-touchdown deficit for Tottenville. Now, come back, they get the ball. Will the timeouts be used? Because at this point, it's a necessity.
And we have some lovely sponsors for Sage Media.
Of course, Ascendant. DEF CON and New York Hustle 7-on-7 trials for 15 and 18U will be held on Sunday, December 14th in Gillette, New Jersey at Center Court Club and Sports Indoor Facility starting at 7 p.m. Tryout number 2 will be held on Sunday, December 21st at the Nest at 11 a.m. A 15 to 20-man roster selection will be made per team after the completion of both tryouts. We are seeking the best players in the New York City tri-state area to compete nationally for DEF CON and the top players to run the NYC/tri-state area with New York Hustle. The first 75 registered participants will get a free DEF CON compression. Register now on the Ascendant Athletics and Culture IG and Twitter pages in the bio, in the profile, or use the QR code on the flyer.
And the kick off.
And the kick is off, and it's out of bounds. The kicker been loving out of bounds for Erasmus Hall this afternoon.
And at this point, that penalty seems like it doesn't even matter to them.
2 minutes left in the game of 14.
Because, Ray, guess what happens now? You give a defense that feast on getting at the quarterback free reign in a position where you have to pass the ball.
It's a barbecue chicken. McGuire is seasoned and marinated, and I think E. Hall's ready to put him on the grill.
And all weekend I've seen this where coaches have put their quarterbacks in these pass-only situations, and it's a detriment.
You know what I'll say, and I'll shoot a little bail, something I don't do often. I guess it's easy for us up here to say that. Maybe the stress of the moment gets the better of them. But the great Bill Belichick always coached situational football. That's why they won 7. It was the situations. The talent can only get you so far. You got to win the situations, and Tottenville hasn't done that this afternoon. Brown has it, trying to make something shake, still going. And he's brought down, but we have a flag. Yeah, back to what we were talking about. You got to coach for the situations. You got to have those 3-minute drills, 5-minute drills, 4-minute drills. What do we do in this spot? And you could tell like Tottenville just wasn't prepared, and they got too cute in the worst situations.
Also think adjustments matter. In-game adjustments, right? That's what we saw here.
Yeah.
You know, you have your initial game plan, and then something happens, and you have to adjust or readjust.
It felt like Tottenville was reactionary as opposed to making X's and O's adjustment. Oh, they're running a lot. Let's bring everybody up. At certain points, there was no safety over the top. Talk to us, Dre. I'm sorry. We here having a whole build. We got to have Andre Johnson in the build.
Listen, you know what Dre's going to do? Play devil's advocate.
Let's talk about it.
Erasmus Hall has been excellent today. absolutely excellent. And I would even say man for man, I would say aside from Tyshawn Bent, and you can even argue the combination of Amir Morrow and Jair Lewis might be even better than the Tyshawn Bent today. Man for man, Erasmus Hall have been the better team all afternoon, and it looks like they're going to make it 6 out of 7. Tottenville has been great all year long, but it's tough to beat a team twice.
Yes, sir. Empty formation for McGuire. Passing coverage formation for E-Hall. McGuire gets out and runs smartly, but he's nowhere near the sideline. He's brought down. Maybe now Tottenville will use a timeout. No, they don't. Okay.
So,
okay. Second and 3 coming up. McGuire takes the low snap. Outside receivers can't really see his level, but he's brought down inbounds.
Got to get out of bounds right there.
The clock does stop briefly for a first down. The clock stops for a first down briefly, correct?
They are clocking themselves out of contention. I hate to say it. To Geller once again, and he gets out of bounds. Smart football there by Tottenville.
E-Hall in that
E-Hall
shell
in no
coverage.
rush. They're up 14. You can have those yards as much as you want.
You're just not going to beat us over the top.
They got to get down the field. They got to get greedy.
Hope for a PI.
Jashir Harris playing deep safety alongside number 24, Akeem Brown. McGuire steps up in the pocket, has a lot of room to run. I don't know if that was the best decision, and he throws it, but was he past the line of scrimmage is the question.
It's a lot of time ticking off the clock for a throwaway.
Flag on the play. We waiting to see what the call is. To me, it looked like he was beyond the line of scrimmage. I'm not. Yeah. Yes, it was. Illegal forward pass by McGuire. Once again, a little stressed. Andre talked about it earlier in the fourth quarter. A lot of stressed decision-making by Tottenville.
Listen, your back's up against the wall. You have to try to make something happen. Justin McGuire has been doing it all year long. You know, they got to hurry up here. But I don't know if there's enough time for the Pirates in this ball game.
McGuire, empty backfield, takes a snap, looks right. Ball is out, and it is incomplete.
Fourth down here. One stop. It might all, I was going to say one stop and it's all but over, but we might already be at that point. I'm seeing E-Hall, people on the E-Hall sideline hugging already.
Erasmus Hall can smell it, Andre. He can smell it. They can smell it. The revenge season is about to be complete.
It was only a brief intermission from the E-Hall Dutchman dominance.
McGuire looks left to Geller again, and he's brought down. Does he have enough for the first down? I don't. Yes, he is.
Timeout, Tottenville.
Tottenville finally uses one of their timeouts after the game got away. Again, we talked about it a few minutes ago. The situational football during this championship game, I guess the stress levels, it not only the players, it impacts the coaches. And we saw some choices by Tottenville that when they look back at this game, they're going to wonder, why did I do that?
Hey, listen, man, Tottenville 8-0 on the season. You know, you could have flipped the coin of who would have won that first matchup in week 3, 38-35. You have to give so much credit to this Erasmus Hall team. Dialing up the defense. I've been public and said that secondary was not good at 100 Luton. Avenue L at Midwood, they have been excellent.
Points made by the EP himself, Andre Johnson. This is also McGuire's final game as Tottenville quarterback. Steps up in the pocket, running, and he's brought down. Shoelace tackle.
But you know what it is, Ray? These are coverage sacks.
Yeah.
It's not because McGuire doesn't want to throw it.
Yeah.
It's straps. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many wide receivers you want to put? Straps.
And the thing is, they're not calling Davian Tottenville. They're not calling any zone beaters. McGuire back to throw, looking right. Has nowhere to go. Sheds the sack. Gets down the field. Has a man. And he's there. Is that Constantino?
Yes, it is.
Touchdown, Tottenville. And hold on just a second. This game is not over.
Shout out to Constantino getting open for his quarterback, sliding behind the coverage, and for McGuire keeping his eyes downfield, allowing himself some time to make a throw and find the time to get that touchdown pass to Constantino.
Classic rollout drill. Once your quarterback leaves the pocket, get downfield. Constantino did that. And as you said, get downfield. Maybe it's a pass interference. In this case, they got a whole touchdown.
That flag was just for a sideline interference, a warning. Let's do the math.
There's still one more onside kick pending. This game is not quite over.
And they still have 2 timeouts.
You know, what does Andre say? Sorry.
Okay, so we're going to go to our head referee.
So what we just had was sideline interference, which is completely different from a warning. And when the interference has occurred, that means that one of the officials had made contact with someone on the sideline. So with that, that foul can be assessed on the try or the ensuing kickoff. So Tottenville has elected to use it on the kickoff.
Appreciate that from our in-house referee. We just had an encroachment call against Erasmus Hall as well, as they were a little too antsy on the extra point. This extra point looms very large.
It is. It
and
does.
that missed extra point by Erasmus Hall
Looms even larger. And now here's the other question the discussion we just had. Do you kick the ball deep?
You got to go for the onside.
No, onside kick. Onside kick.
And extra point is good. There's a few new layers to this game that we did not anticipate.
Let me tell you something.
Another flag.
Let me tell you something. Tottenville has been living, paying their rent all year long off of special teams, getting an extra possession. They did it in the Lincoln game. They did it in the Eagle game. Can you do it when it matters the most right here? And we're going to go to the replay of the magician.
Right here, he's looking, can't find anybody. Rolls right there, keeps his eyes down the field, breaks the tackle, and he sees his open man, Constantino, beats the coverage, and easy walk into the end zone.
A dime.
On the run.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
The biggest onside kick that Midwood has maybe ever seen.
Everyone watching, I don't know how many live we have, but everyone watching in New York City, lock in. This right here, this kick is the ball game.
There was a flag on the play. Personal foul against Tottenville.
It's going to be an onside kick, so get the front line and them kicking.
Wow. So there was a personal foul on Tottenville, which negates the 15-yard penalty for the sideline interference by E-Hall.
So we're back square. This is it, Greg. Everyone knows what's coming. And the kick. Onside kick. It's a good one. And he gets down on him. Erasmus Hall secures the onside kick. And pending any turnovers, we are marching towards the coronation of Erasmus Hall.
And guess who on that recovery, staying calm, cool, and collected? The Temple Owl, Amir Morrow.
The most sure hands in the building.
With only 2 timeouts left, the Dutchmen don't need to run another play.
Last time they were in this position, Kendall Brown said, I'm going to put the team on my back. Let's see if he's going to do it again.
These non-NFL games, those final minutes always takes on like a personality that's the opposite of the first portion of the game. The last 5 minutes of this fourth quarter looks nothing like the rest of the game.
That's a great observation, Ray.
Kendall Brown takes a snap, hands it off, cuts up the field. That looks like Lewis brought down. Yeah, now they're going to use a timeout, I bet. Lost the helmet.
So the play runs, let's say 2-3 seconds, you call timeout. We're at 1 minute, right? So let's see, the game clock says 58 seconds, right? So 6 seconds. We run another play, another 6 seconds. 52 seconds left.
Game is essentially over.
That's exactly what I'm getting to.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. I don't see why E-Hall's even running the ball here. Just knee the ball. The game's over. Am I missing something here?
You're
guys?
not tripping at all. Or at the very least, you leave a few seconds.
Well, yeah, you would. Excuse me, I am tripping. Excuse me, everyone, because it's the 4th down. You would. No, let me think for a second.
You could punt the ball, kick it.
6. Another 6 seconds. That brings us to
how long is a play clock?
To 52, right? Head referee, how long is a play clock? Is it 25 or 40 seconds? So coming out of a timeout is 25 seconds. There you go.
So they have.
That's why we have it, because I thought the play clock was 40 seconds.
Same.
So after a dead ball, a play clock is 40 seconds. I stand corrected. That is why we have a referee up here. But I'm gonna throw it over to Greg. I mean, just talk about the Dutchman today overall, man.
I mean, what you saw was a well-balanced attack between a run and a pass. They essentially lulled Tottenville asleep and beat the safeties over the top. I mean, you can't ask for anything more.
Another handoff. This time the Murrow cuts it up the field, doesn't go out of bounds smartly, and gets about 3 yards, setting up a 3rd and 5 with Tottenville using their 3rd and final timeout.
And on top of that, on defense, you had E-Hall. Tottenville was never comfortable in this game on offense. At no point.
You could argue that their touchdowns late were like E-Hall essentially here. They never scored from a position of high leverage, they being Tottenville.
And, no, I agree with that. And if you look at McGuire, he was under duress all day.
This is 3rd downs for the ball game.
Man. They took a slight detour, a little vacation last year. It slipped through their hands against their other Staten Island rivals in the Curtis Warriors. They come here, and it got a little tricky at the end, but good execution should make it number 6 out of 7. I mean, right, how tremendous is that?
It's high level football, man. And when you have, it starts at the top. When you have elite coaching, elite situational football, when you've been there before and you know how to approach every scenario, all the adjustments to type, it leads to championships. And that's why E-Hall, and of course the players, you look at the caliber of players they have. You look at the value system of Erasmus Hall in the trenches, the bigs that they have on the D-line and the O-line. It starts in the trenches and it works its way out. 3rd down right here for the ball game. Looks about 3rd and 5. Kendall Brown, no flag call, trying to get him to jump because at offsides will be almost ball game. And delay of game. I'm not. That's as I just finished waxing poetic about the situational awareness of football of E-Hall, and then you get the worst possible outcome of a delay of game on 3rd and 5 with a power running situation that they've been dominant at all game, which goes out the. Well, they can still run it, but they don't have the high leverage anymore.
Nope. And even if I'm them, I still keep the ball on the ground.
For sure. Lewis in the backfield alongside Brown. Hands it off to Lewis, who runs up the middle, and he is stuffed expectedly. I'm not sure why Morrow wasn't in on that run, but nevertheless, 4th down, and the clock will
tick, 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 tick.
At this point,
so now it's 40 seconds, right? No, meaning the play clock is now 40 seconds because it's not a timeout. So can you come explain that real quick? Just explain the clock situation, head referee.
So, with the end of the play happening with 44 seconds left, they still would have to run a play prior to receiving a delay of game.
E-Hall will have no.
Timeout right now.
The game is not over. E-Hall has to still run one more play, everyone. Don't click off if you're watching on Sage. E-Hall will punt this ball, or maybe they'll just run a play, let the Kendu Brown run around and take a knee.
I would just give it to Amir. Amir, turn around and run as fast as you can.
Yeah.
That's a little too dangerous. Justice Murray, I would give it to.
Now let Kendu Brown run about 40 yards backwards and take a knee. Game. It's over with. You don't even have to kick it to them.
I mean, it would just be so intense. Could you imagine you take the ball, you're running backwards, like slips out of your hand, and now time will pick it up? I mean, calamity could happen, but you have to run one more play. Listen, I would just, Justice Murray, you're the senior. Just take the ball, I guess run as fast as you can in the opposite direction, and do not get caught.
Yeah. Kendu Brown drops back to throw. Drops back, clocking him. Almost lost the ball. This is why you just run backwards. But nevertheless, the Erasmus Hall Invitational is back open as they are the PSAL 4A 2025 City Champions. Revenge season is now complete. Your final score, Erasmus Hall 34. Tottenville, 27. Great season by Tottenville. Great effort by Tottenville. But it just wasn't enough as Erasmus Hall came back for what they felt was their own. 6 championships in 7 years. And they had to go through Staten Island, Greg, to do it.
Great job by E-Hall in all facets of the game. This was a complete football game. Shout out to the Dutchman bringing the championship back to Brooklyn.
Championship celebration, vindication for Erasmus Hall. Rumors of their demise greatly overstated. Bounce back, early season loss to this same Tottenville team, and they got it all the way back. Championship game lost to Curtis last year. They got it all the way back. And in the playoffs, complete dominance, round by round. Once again, I repeat, the Erasmus Hall Invitational has been reopened. Amir Morrow, Justice Murray shining bright for our 2025 City Champions. It's the Sage Media Solutions. I am Ray Jarvis alongside Andre Johnson and, of course, my guy, Greg Polius. And we're going to go down to the field and get the championship celebration on stream.
gentlemen, at this time, we